Hello everybody, welcome to 21st Century IAS Academy, Delhi's upscale meditational mentorship UPSC Confidence Covenant program. This is Goli Varsha. I'm sure you're taking the tests seriously and writing them consistently every single day. On this positive note, we shall see the test explanation for CSAT questions given on
Day 21, topic profit and loss. A book was sold at a loss of 15%. Had it been sold for 80 more, a profit of 10% would have been earned. If the same book had been sold for 360, then the profit loss or loss percentage would have been. Okay, so what is the question saying? It says that, see, there's a book and it costs something. All right, so 85% of the book cost was the selling price. Okay, had it been sold for rupees 80 more, that means rupees 80, then the profit would have been 10%. Okay, which means 85% of the book cost plus rupees 80 would have fetched him 10% more than the cost price, right? Which means this is equal to 110% of the book cost. See, book cost is there. Okay, I'm directly taking it as book cost. All right, so that's 15% loss, which means it was sold at 85% of the book cost. Had it been sold for 80 more, which means plus 80, he would have got how much? 10% profit. 10% profit matlab, see, if the book cost is taken like this, then what is 10% profit of this one? It means 10% of the book cost plus the book cost, which means it is 110% of the book cost. All right, now this 80 is equal to 110 minus 85, that is 25% of the book cost is equal to 80. Therefore, the cost price or the book cost would be 80 into 4, right? Because 25% is 1 by 4. If this 4 goes there, it will become 80 into 4. So it is 320. Now, what did they ask? If the same book had been sold for rupees 360, then the profit or loss would be. All right. See, this is the cost price. This is the selling price. Selling price is more than the cost price. How much is it more? 40, rupees 40. Therefore, he has a profit, which means D and A are gone. Now you have to just see how much is the profit percentage. What is profit percentage formula? Profit percentage is equal to profit by CP into 100. Now what is the profit? It is rupees 40, right? Because 360 minus 320 is 40. 40 by what is the CP? It is 320 by 320 into 100. How much is it? Yeah, so 100 by 8 is 12.5. So C is the answer. If 1/3 of the quantity of rice in a bag was sold at a profit of 24%, another 1/3 was sold at a profit of 18%, and the remaining rice in the bag was sold at a profit of 30%, and the total profit obtained by selling all the rice in the bag was rupees 120, what was the cost price of the entire quantity of rice in the bag? See, there is a bag of rice and it is divided into 1/3, 1/3, and 1/3. All right. So in this case, the easiest way of doing is that let the total amount of rice present in the bag be 300 parts. Why? Because I am taking a number which is easily divisible by 3 and can be easily divided into 3 parts. Okay, because this is 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, no? So 3 parts are there. So this 1/3 of the bag would contain how many parts? What is 1/3 of 300? It is 100 parts. This is also 100 parts. This is also 100 parts. All right. So this first 1/3 was sold at a profit of 24%. All right. What is 24% of 100? It is 24, which means the profit, this 24% profit can be equated to 24 parts. The cost of 24 parts of rice. All right. Profit of 24% is equated to cost price of 24 parts of rice. Okay. Similarly here, what is the 24 parts cost. Alright, similarly, the second 1/3 has 18%, which means 18% of 100 is 18. So 18 parts cost. That is equated to 18 parts cost. Now, this is 30 parts cost. Alright, the total profit obtained by selling all the rice in the bag was 120, which means this cost of 24 plus cost of 18 parts plus cost of 30 parts is equal to, how much is it? 120. What is the sum of these three? 72 parts. If it is equal to 120, then what is the cost of 300 parts? 300 by 72 into 120. Alright, so 12 tens are 12 six are 6 ones are 6 50s are 15 to 10 is 500. So A is the answer. Alright, so this step is important. These many parts, 72 parts of the cost of 72 parts of rice is equal to 120. Then how much will 300 parts cost? Why did I take 300 parts? Because we assumed that there are 300 parts in total in this rice bag. Alright, so A is the answer. The cost of diamond is directly proportional to the weight of the to the square of its weight. Okay, so let the cost be C, and it is directly proportional to weight square. Alright, the cost of 10 grams of diamond is rupees 3200. Okay, the diamond got broken down into two pieces in the ratio 3:7. How much is the loss percentage incurred due to the breakage? Okay, there is a 10-gram diamond and it got split into 3 grams and 7 grams. Now he's asking, what is the loss percentage incurred? Alright, so in case 1, when the diamond was 10 grams, what is the cost? See, C is directly proportional to W square, implies C is equal to some constant K into W square, right? To remove the proportionality, we have to write a constant here, right? So in case 1, when the diamond was intact, the cost of the diamond is C1 is equal to K into, what is the weight? 10 grams, right? So 10 into 10, that is 100 K's cost 1. Now, when the diamond is broken, alright, then what is cost 2 here? It is K into 3 square plus K into 7 square. Alright, so it is K into 9 plus 49, it is 58. So 58K is the new cost. Now what is he asking? The loss percentage. Okay, here we can clearly see that 100K is greater than 58K for a constant K greater than 1. Alright, so loss percentage is equal to, loss percentage is equal to 100K minus 58K, 100K minus 58K by 100K into 100. Why did I write like this? Because the percentage change, it is similar to percentage change, no? So initial value minus the latest value by initial value into 100. Alright, and this is equal to what? This is equal to K will get cancelled, 100 and 100 will get cancelled, so it is 42. Alright, so C is the answer. Alright, now you have to observe one thing, that this answer is independent of this value. This value was not at all used in this problem, right? So yeah, that is one observation that you have to make. Next, Anjali invested a certain amount of money in a business venture. In the first year, she made this much profit and gave away 50% of the total amount, that is initial amount plus profit, to the charity. She repeated the same process with the remaining amount after the second and third year. If at the end of 3 years, she is left with this much amount, what was the initial amount that she invested in the business? Alright, so here there are 3 years, first year, second year, third year. Alright, let the initial amount that she invested in the business be rupees X. All right. Now, total that she has at the end of each year, we'll put it like this. All right. So she's gaining 60% profit, which means her total amount is becoming 160% of X. Okay. Out of which she is giving some 50% to the charity. That means she's giving 80% of X to the charity and 80% she is reinvesting. All right. What is 80% in fractions? It is 4 by 5 of X. Again, she has 60%, not 160, 60% profit on this amount at the end of second year. All right. So how much will her total amount be? It will be 160% of 4/5 of X. All right. Out of which, again, 50% she is giving here and 50% she is reinvesting, right? So it will become half of 160% of 4 by 5 of X. All right. Now, what is the profit that she's getting? Again, 60%. So the total amount will become 160% of half of 160% of 4 by 5 into X. Okay. Now again, she's giving 50% of this to charity. Okay, 50% is given for charity. How much is she left with? She is left with half of this entire thing. All right. So that will translate to half of 160% of half of 160% of 4 by 5 of X. All right. Now, how can 160% be written in the form of fraction? It is 160 by 100, right? So it is equal to 8 by 5. So instead of 160%, I'll write 8 by 5. Half of 8 by 5 into 1 by 2 into 8 by 5 into 4 by 5 X. All right. So this is equal to how much? 15,360. 15,360. All right. Now, 8 ones are 8 ones are 8, 9s are 72, 1 is remaining, so 2 0. Again 8 table, 8 ones are 8 2s are 16, 8 4s are 32, 0. All right. So X is equal to 240 into 5 into 5 into 5. All right. So this 5 I will write it as 10 by 2 and this 25 I'll write it as 100 by 4. So 8s are 30s are, so it is 30,000. All right. So B is the answer. Marked price of 36 items was equal to the cost price of 60 items. Okay. So marked price will represent it as MP of 36 items is equal to cost price of 60 items. All right. Now, the selling price of 25 items was equal to marked price of 21 items. Okay. Calculate the percentage profit or loss from the sale of each item. Now, consider this one. What will you get? MP by CP is equal to 60 by 36. All right, 36. Now 6 10s are 6 6 are 2 5s are 2 3s are, so it is 5 by 3. All right. Now from this one, what will you get? You will get MP by SP is equal to 25 by 21. Now to know the profit or loss, what values should we look at? We have to look at the SP and the CP values. All right. So when you're comparing fractions, if the MP value is same in both, then directly you can compare these two. All right. So here it's 25, right? Let us make the numerator of this fraction also 25. How will you do that? You have to multiply 5 in the numerator and the denominator. All right. So 5 by 3 into 5 by 5. It will become 25 by 15. So you will get MP by CP is 25 by 50. Now you compare this one and this one. Now if you compare these two, SP's value is 21. Alright. Now what is CP's value? It is 15. Alright. Now from this two, what can you say? The selling price is greater than the cost price, which means there is profit. Now how will you calculate profit percentage? The difference between these two parts, 21 minus 15, how much is it? It is 6 parts by 15 parts into 100, right? So 3 2s are 3 5s are 5 1s are 5 20. So it is 40%. D is the answer. A car costs more than 3 bikes but less than 4 bikes. Okay, so car okay. If the bike costs between 40,000 and 50,000, which one of the following is most valid conclusion? So in this cases of comparison, how are you supposed to make an inference? You have to take the least possible value and the highest possible value, and then you can come to a conclusion. Now what is the least possible value here? It is 3 into 40,000. How much is it? 1,20,000. What is the highest possible value? It is 50,000 into 4. That is rupees 2 lakhs. Okay, because the least value of the cost of bike is 40,000 and the highest cost of bike is 50,000. All right. So the least possible value is 1,20,000 and highest is this much, right? Now the cost of car is more than 1,60,000. No, this is wrong because it can be between 1,20,000 to 1,60,000 also. The cost of car is less than 75,000. No, the cost of car is in between 1,20,000 and 1,60,000. This is wrong. Most of you will read till here and mark it correct. This is wrong because this value is also to be considered. The cost of car is in between 1,20,000 and rupees 2 lakhs. This is the right answer. All right. If Jenny sells two identical laptops at the same price, making a profit of 15% on one laptop and incurring a loss of 15% on the other, which of the following is the most valid conclusion? In the last class, we have seen that if the selling price of two articles is same, when SP1 is equal to SP2, and there is profit percentage of X% on one, and then there is loss percentage of X% on the second one. That is, the profit percentage and loss percentage are same. Then there is overall loss percentage of X square by 100, or loss is equal to X square by 100%. All right. So how much is the loss percentage here? It is 15 by 100 into 15 because it is 15 square by 100. No, how much is it? It is 225 by 100, which is equal to 2.25. All right. Therefore, the loss percentage is how much? 2.25%. See, profit, she makes no loss, no profit. This is gone. Profit though, it is gone in the first instance only. Now if at all you get confused, you have to get confused in between these two. However, 225 by 100 is 2.25. You will be sure about it. Then you will mark C. Okay. In the hurry, do not make mistake. You will not read this one. And 2.25 is there. So you will, because it's given in option B, you will mark this one. Please don't make such mistakes. All right. Whatever you're getting here, that much percentage is the loss. All right. A florist sold B number of roses at the rate of Y per rose. Okay. So roses, number and cost. How many roses? B number of roses. Cost is Y. Lilies, B plus 3 at the rate Y plus 3. All right. And tulips, it is B minus 3 at the rate y minus 3. Now, what is the total sale? So the total sale of roses is b into y. Lilies is b plus 3 into b plus 3 into y plus 3, right? So it is by plus 3b plus 3y plus 9. Alright, now coming to tulips, what is it? It is by minus 3b minus 3y plus 9. Now, for total, we have to add all these three, right? So, plus, plus. Alright, now 3 plus 3y minus 3y and plus 3y will get cancelled. Plus 3b minus 3b will get cancelled. What are you left with? It is 3by plus 18, because here one by, another by, and the third by. So 3by plus 18. 9 plus 9 is 18, right? So D is the answer. A person bought a bike and sold it for this much. If he incurred a loss of 25%, then how much did he spend to buy the bike? Alright, so if he is incurring a loss of 25% and he sold it for this much, it means that 75% of the cost of bike is 1,20,000. That means 3/4 of the cost of bike is 1,20,000. So the actual cost will become, cost is equal to 1,20,000 into 4/3. Alright, because this will go this side into 4/3. Alright, so 3 1s are 3 4s are 0 0 0. One more 0. That is equal to 1,60,000, because 4 zeros are there, 4 zeros, and 4 4s are 16. Alright, so C is the answer. Anjali and Bhavna together bought 12 pens and 12 pencils. Okay, so 12 pens and 12 pencils. Alright, Anjali spent 240 and Bhavna spent 300 rupees. So Anjali is spending how much? 240, and Bhavna is spending 300 rupees. Okay, if each pen, so one pen cost, this is the cost, this is the number. Alright, so one pen is costing you how much? 4 times of pencil. Alright, then what is the price of a pen? Now here, if one pen is costing 4 times of one pencil, then how much will one pencil cost? One pencil would cost them 1/4 of the pen. Okay, so if 12 pencils are bought, then how many pens can be bought in the same amount? How many pens can be bought? Or if you substitute this here, what will you get? 12 into 1/4 of pen, that is 3 pens. Alright, so in total 12 pens plus 12 pencils can be written as 12 pens plus 3 pens, that is 15 pens. Alright, now what is the total amount that was spent? It was 540, right? So 15 pens cost you 540. Then how much does one pen cost? That is equal to 540 by 15, right? So 540 by 15. 3 5s are, 3 1s are, 8s are, 0. 5 1s are, 5 3s are 15, 6. Okay, so 36. So one pen would cost them 36. C is the answer.
This is it for today. Practice these methods consistently, revise them, and you will be very confident about CSAT paper. Always remember, 10 questions a day keeps your CSAT fear at bay. All the best.